So, dudes, welcome back to the Gregor gaming experience. So, common question that I get ever since Demon Veil came out on my streams. Do you think Azami is going to replace Castle? No. No. To an effect, right? But not completely. And the reason for it, I think is pretty well illustrated in this clip here. I'm using this little app for the first time, by the way. Let me know if it pisses you off, because I don't care. So you're gonna see Gatorada, and this is all from APAC Siege PL. You're gonna see Gatorada do something a little bit strange with the castle barricade. But if you also look at the clock, makes sense, right? Given the gravity of the situation, there's 17 seconds left on the clock. His teammate is over here near the office, near the wall leading into the into this office right here. So some of the bank callouts I'm a little bit iffy on. Not really playing Siege regularly, by the way, for a little while. So sorry about that if I miss a couple here and there. But yeah, A bomb, B bomb for open area and staff room. So Gatorada opens up two holes here, right? Two angles of approach, basically, for him to get like a little bit, just to kind of slice the pie a little bit more, and hopefully Alligator can follow up with him and then push through here and then try to clear either push the attention of the A bomb players away enough for him to plant on B, or to just just frag and then win the gunfights on the players on A and win that way. But Alligator does something with this castle barricade that you're never gonna see. You're never going to see done to... Let me turn the volume up a little bit. You're never going to see this done to an Azami barricade. It's just not going to happen, right? He's thermiting this castle barricade because he hasn't used all of them at this point, and it gives him an angle to kind of wide swing off of. Obviously, he doesn't end up using that. However, it still gives him another angle of approach just to confuse the enemy just a little bit. Right, the enemy needs to consider exactly where he's going to come from. He could either swing out of here, he could either swing out of here. The point I'm trying to make is, you're never going to see a thermite use a thermite charge on an Azami barrier, because Azami barriers can obviously be meleeed in the 3 melees. Castle barricades take much more time to get rid of, and they cover more ground. They're more static defenses that are set up at the beginning of rounds, whereas Azami is a little bit more reactionary, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit why. So we can actually do a size comparison of just what exactly Castle and Azami can cover, right? 1 out of 4 Castle barricades can cover this entire, like, double door frame, right? Now, obviously, if it's smaller, it's just going to be 1. But the fact that he can cover that much ground is pretty impressive. Obviously, you're never going to put a castle barricade in an actual match for this site. But just think about what you can do in terms of your setup, right? Castle can block off the white window on white stairs. Control of this window is going to make it really difficult for your pixel player. Anybody here on construction. Any potential white stairs player itself, right? If your teammates are pushing into piano, and they manage to get control, and the pixel guy is forced to make a decision here, right? Either has to win the gunfights with the people here, pushing him out of pixel, or he has to take the gunfight with the white stairs guy. The castle barricade, you don't have to worry about that as much. Obviously, Sledge or Ash can deal with it. But this is why, and now you understand why in Pro League, whenever they see a castle on the board, they pretty much bring Sledge automatically, right? Couple that with Castle also has a shotgun. Azami does have the ACS-12 for site setup if you want to do that, but I think most people are gonna forego that in favor of the 9x19. But Castle can help with site setup too, which is really valuable, right? Because that's one more space in the roster you don't have to worry about site setup with. And with the 3, I could just put them all in piano, honestly, if I really wanted to. Or if I'm feeling if I'm coordinating it with my team, some teams will do this. Some teams, they'll castle this off. And then they'll make lines to cover this other side of the map, right? The new balk and bar side of the map from here in piano instead. And then hold it along from this side. That's a bit more complex. Requires a little bit more coordination. So in rank, this is pretty good, right? Make it a little bit harder for people to get in the piano. And then you have a bulletproof camera. So Castle is really good at static defenses, right? He can get a bunch of stuff set up for you in the prep phase, and then act off of that throughout the course of the round. And, you know, sometimes your util will be there by the end of the round. Sometimes it won't be, right? But he brings a lot to the table just right out of the gate in the prep phase. Azami is a reactionary character. Castle is a passive, more static one. Azami doesn't have nearly the same ability to set up sight as Castle does, unless she runs the shotgun or impact grenades, which, me personally, I like barbed wire. And the deagle, you know, you can make holes in the wall to a limited degree, right? Not quite as efficiently, but you can make like these like head level holes or feet level holes, depending on what you want to do. But Azami gets 5 of these within any given round. One at the very, very start of the prep phase. One of these kunais doesn't really cover that much in terms of, I mean, it covers a lot, but not as much as Castle, comparably, right? So let's break these down. Just run that. All right, there we go. So, just to kind of illustrate this point. So one of these kunais, if I hit it right on the yellow part there, it's gonna cover it up for the most part. Gonna leave a little pixel there. You might like that. You know, you might like to play off of this and maybe get a kill or two off of somebody who tries to get cheeky on it. Or, if you don't pay attention to it, you might get shot in the back. But these kunais can cover, you know... You can throw it out a window and then pretty much, like, yeah, you know, you don't have to worry about this angle as nearly as much as you used to. But with these, like, big old double door frames, right? Well... Yeah, that's tough, isn't it? I mean, obviously you can stack these barriers on top of each other, but you still have a pretty. I mean, you can still kind of peek off of this, though. You have like a significant amount that people can kind of peek through, and you can't prone through it. I guess, as you can tell by now. So the only way to completely cover this these double door frames is that, and that's kind of a waste, right? That's not really efficient because, you know, most of it is just getting used up on, like, all of that. Now, it's bulletproof, which is cool. Same thing with the castle barricade. But, obviously, the big difference is that, well, you know, they're not as durable to melee hits. Which, you know, I think is obviously a deliberate design choice. But... that's the thing, right? Like, Azami is not meant to provide a static defense at the beginning of a round and then have your team kind of play around it. For as much as Castle, right? I'm sure there are going to be some Azami strats that people are going to take into consideration. But you're going to have to be a little bit more flexible with it, and that's kind of the point of her character design. Is that she doesn't have to commit all of her utility to one particular part of the map, right? If somebody is playing on, like, Ticket Window, for example, I can throw a couple of kunais at it, and then I can just kind of contest the gunfights there, right? She offers more in terms of mixing up for the defense, right? She mixes up things for the attack and makes things more difficult for them to make decisions throughout the course of a given round, because you can never really know where the kunais are going to pop up, because she can throw them in a straight line from pretty much anywhere. She can throw it on a ticket window, she can throw it onto this piano window, onto this piano window. If somebody's on white window, as you know, Sledge gets rid of the castle barricade, right? Okay, you know, Sledge Sledge white window, right? That's the call. Then Azami, you know, if she's careful enough and doesn't get shot while she's speaking it, she can throw a kunai on it. Then boom. Then Sledge has to deal with it again. If she has another one, do it again. Right? But that seems like a waste, but you know, maybe it is in a competitive setting, but as far as I can tell in a ranked game, you know, a lot of people are going to get a little tricked up by that, right? They're going to end up having a pretty significant amount of time wasted while you can test people with your kunai knives. And also, unlike Castle, you know, she can deploy these on the ground as well, right? She doesn't have to do them on doorways and windows. Now here's something Azami can do that Castle can't do, right? She can use the terrain as a doorway. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, obviously, Castle could, like, castle this off, and then, okay, boom, you got your oil pit denial to a certain extent. Maybe put some barbed wire along here at some point, too. Put a barbed wire here. Put some barbed wire down the secret hall here. However, Azami can do a little bit of home decorating, right? So, if I put it on some kind of horizontal surface, right, where it's going to kind of like pancake out. Just think of it like that, right? Anytime you throw the kunai knife right on like the floor, right, it's just going to pancake on the floor and you're not going to do anything with it. But if you throw it on something that has like a flat angle like this, right, a little bit different story. Now, I've tried using it on this and then people end up just kind of vaulting over it, so I'm trying to find another spot here that I can use this for. I think this will probably work. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. So I can spread these out like this, right? And now I've created a little makeshift barrier, right? It denies vision to anybody on the other side looking through here, right? But they also have to find some kind of way to deal with it. So double this up with a castle barricade, put Azami on top, barbed wire. It's going to be a pain in the ass to try and get blue control. You're going to have a lot of denial that's going to be really difficult to deal with. And of course, depending on the route that the attackers are taking, if Azami is playing in blue, I'm not really getting anything off of secret. No one's really pushing secret. Oh, hey, there's more blue guys. You know, you hear the melee? Chunk, chunk, right? Then, throw another one. Throw another one. Right? They melee those, but now they have more stuff to melee. Right? So over the course of a given round, right, I get these kunais over the course of a given round, and I can adjust to the situation as it's playing out instantly because I can throw them, right? Obviously, Castle, you know, it'd be kind of funny if he tried, right? But obviously, if like Castle is like it's sitting in here, right, and then the Castle main barricade gets broken, he's not gonna run over here, right, and then try to castle it up again, right? That's probably not gonna happen. So Azami's a very versatile character, but she's definitely not Castle, and Castle's not Azami. You know, I think these two characters are going to contribute a lot to the defensive meta, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play out. So that's all I got for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you've got any more questions about, you know, what's going on with the new operator, what's going on with the new map, let me know on my Twitch stream. I stream pretty much every weekday if I can help it, when my sinuses don't have the pressure of a nuclear submarine. Okay? All right, I'll see you guys later. Take care.